Hello and welcome back to the Final Ember, Part 2, a City of Brass adventure brought to you by Green and Garb. We are currently in the Scythian Council's war room, and upon entering, Vahera has been taken note of by the council, who's gotten up and pronounced her as my lady. Standing up slowly but surely at the head of the table after everybody else is a woman with an almost elvish-like appearance, with hair and eyes that gleam almost like the sun, like they actually protrude with fiery essence. She has red robes over a gold-embroidered leather bodice that delicately curves up and around her neck. She has an aura that gleams similarly powerfully, almost like the sun itself. And she gets up and puts her hand forward on the table and addresses you all. Hail, here's the Frostfire. My name is Oriizer, and we are the Scythian Council. We have been waiting for you, Vahera, praying that you still lived.
Well, many have tried, but so far none have been successful.
Please,
Not totally successful.
Not totally successful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And there's a few open chairs. They're high back obsidian, pretty plush.
I'll kind of signal to Vahera to sit first.
Everyone just sort of looks to you, and again, they have sort of like this over their hands.
Oh
Bad dragon! Their hands over their heart, sort of like this, and just look at you sort of almost like longingly, and all like teary-eyed, and then they all sit down as you come around.
I will come and sit where I've been.
Okay, you can actually sit next to this person that calls themselves Oriizer.
Oriizer.
And the rest of you sit down?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And she nods to you. And then she takes a moment and sits down. She says, I will be frank with you. I am a solar dragon. The personal advisor, bodyguard, confidant, and mount of the former and true Sultan of the City of Brass, Sofina Sirishade. And we fight against the Sultan.
Tell me what happened. How did things come to be this out of balance?
It's a bit of a mess out there.
It is, yes. The City of Brass, as it now exists, is ruled by a merciless despot, as you know, Sultan Marake, the false usurper. He has turned it into a city where evil walks freely in the light, slavery is the norm, and the city erodes from within, its destruction inevitable. We suffer needlessly for his avarice and wicked ways. But this is not always the ways of things. The Sultanas of the City of Brass, the true lineage, the true rulers of the City of Brass, were fair and just. They alone tempered the cruelty of the Efreet with compassion. They oversaw generations of peace and prosperity for our city, until one day, seemingly overnight, Marak attained such power that he was able to violently overthrow the throne. And he ended the last Sultana's life. Your great-grandmother. My failure to save her life will forever mark me, and the pain of her death is still vivid within me.
Can't believe it.
Did you know your grandmother?
No. Carselius never said anything about family, only mentioned that he had other children who he was successful in hunting down.
Right.
I believe I'm the only one left.
This is true. Caecilius was the only remaining heir of Sofina's bloodline. But maybe, as you already know, he grew mad, killing all his children, so that only he could have a claim to the throne. Then he planned to contest Marak, using the ring that you hold as proof of his lineage. But he was a fool.
Clearly.
It would have never worked. The people remember their history, and the Sultanas are the only ones destined for the throne.
Well, I'm here to make that possible again.
Everyone around the table nods and whispers, and some are, shedding some tears. And
I can't promise that I'll be perfect. Lord knows my past is not safe of blood and bloodshed. But I have a bit checkered. But I have met good people who have taught me the importance of kindness and compassion. And I know I will try. I can promise that.
It joys me to say this, to hear this from you, Vahera, because there is one last piece to the puzzle. Are you aware of the prophecy of the Final Ember?
No.
First time we've heard anything of it.
It is said that if a true ruler of the city of Brass, only of the Sultana's lineage, does not ascend the throne within 4 generations, the city will burn out, it will crumble, and the time of the Final Ember will begin, signifying the end of the world.
Tiamat is rising, you must know. I can only imagine if the city falls, how the rest of the world will be doomed.
Yes, and so that is why you are our only salvation, Vahera.
No pressure.
We've done what we can, but there's one thing only you can do, if you're willing, and your friends.
What's that?
You must travel to the city of the dead, on the outskirts. There, your great-grandmother lies secretly entombed with us. Retrieve the ruby of the star which lays with her. With it, you and only you will be able to activate the Jade Colossus. This is a secret, powerful weapon constructed to protect the city by the Sultanas. It will be instrumental in the breach of the palace and to take down Murak.
Wonderful. We will go.
Indeed.
At once.
Simply point us in the right direction.
I do believe I saw what they were talking about on our way in, between all the fire and brimstone.
Yes, the shadowed area of the city.
Yes, that is it. It's the last place the Sultan would ever look.
Good.
That's where he, for generations, sent the dead, the workers that outlived their usefulness for him.
Of course. Well, let's go pay them a visit. Remind them that their sacrifices were not in vain.
Indeed.
All right. In the meantime, we'll prepare the city, the entire city, for your arrival. Most are waiting for this day, eager for the return of Sultana and the restabilization of this city and of this plain.
I would venture to say as well, if you are preparing the city, that when the true Sultana rises to the throne again, her people should be prepared to fight an even greater evil
Yes.
on the plains above.
We know.
This fight is one of many, but pivotal in our next step.
Indeed.
So we hope they are ready to rally
Yes,
behind Vahera.
they will be. The bulk of the army, the Eternal Crimson, will either fight for their liberation or fight alongside you.
Let's make our dreams a reality.
Give the soldiers our thank you.
I will, but there is still one piece we are missing. We lack a substantial army, an army that can fight in the heat of this plain.
Perhaps. We have been consulting with the Codex of Infinite Planes. I know it has many powers. If we're going to a graveyard, maybe it can help us raise a different kind of army. I think we will find our answers there.
Indeed.
It's a good idea. I will propose one more thing then. You speak of the Codex of Infinite Planes.
Yes,
Then you know Archmaid Zunk.
I do.
Summon him.
Pull out my little vial,
It's like a bottle.
little bottle. I'm gonna take the cork out.
Okay. And it looks like, you look at the bottle, it looks like one side of it has been rubbed quite a bit. Okay, Zunk just pops up. It's just his head.
Evidently, I am not the only one who wishes to speak with you.
He looks up at you. Yeah, so we got a deal.
Yes.
You know how your friends know this? You can summon a greater fiend, you know?
The Codex has many surprises,
Yeah.
so yes. I think we need the Codex. The reason we needed the Codex is because no matter what diversion we start in the city to spread the Efreet gods thin, we need an extra punch. So the Codex has a nifty little spell that will allow us to summon and control a greater fiend for a day.
This seems awfully distracting.
I think in preparation we should summon the fiend now.
All right,
Believe me.
I'm willing.
Zunk says, you want to get TZ on this?
I believe we will need you. 'Cause
Okay, Archmage Zunk pops up all the way. And everyone's looking at him. He has a bit of stage fright. He's like, okay, all right. You can do this. You can do this.
You can do this.
Get your words. Thank you. And he relaxes after that.
It'll only take you 4 tries.
More unicorns? Okay.
Please not any more of that unicorn.
And as he gets ready, okay, we are ready.
yes.
Okay. And begins to manifest a portal. It grows larger and larger concentrically.
Go Zunk.
And
It's your birthday. It's your
he
birthday.
shakes his hips a little bit. And manifests a portal. I mean, it's a fiend, so it's manifesting a portal to hell itself. And you smell the ever-burning sulfuric basalt plains of Avernus, where some of the greatest, most evil of fiends reside. Dark, devilish energy swells, it crackles and erupts in this portal, and it's almost pushing it to its limits, like it's just pulsating back and forth, and Zug is having a hard time keeping it open. And in a final crack, stepping out of the portal, moving with a confident swagger, with a sly look in his face, is a snow leopard tabaxi with shimmering golden eyes, the greatest of all fiends. He wears a tailored black leather spiked suit. It's a deep cut with a V that goes all the way down to his waist. And he has this very fit, sexy physique, all topped with like a regal high collar. And he has a shining crown on his head, which is sort of like angled. Slightly
Of course.
Yeah, it is.
In his hands?
What do you mean his hands? It looks like he doesn't even have one hand. He does have one arm, but the other arm is just replaced entirely with a giant black greatsword. It's about as tall as his whole body. Like almost 7 feet tall, and it's crawling just infernal runes that gleam bloody red throughout. You summoned your greater fiend.
Let's go.
And this tabaxi looks you all up and down and says, hello, my friends. My name is Anatoly, Archduke of Avernus. Pleasure is yours, I'm sure.
I will bow deeply. Yes, of course. Mr. Anatoly. I am Vahera.
I don't think I'm gonna bow to a creature of Avernus.
And I will to the dragon again and go, and what was that last name again?
Of?
My last name.
Oh, Cirishade. Cirishade.
Cirishade. I am Vahera Cirishade. Elisar Cirishade. I am the Sultan of the city of Brass. And I have summoned you here today to help me retake what is mine.
Yes, and he licks his greatsword. I hear you need an army.
Yes.
We have been preparing for this very day. Well, for that and Tiamat.
Yes.
But that comes later.
Yes. Are you ready and willing?
Yes, in fact, you see, I have personal beef with Sultan. He hates me because I have outlawed slavery in Avernus. And he has not done the same thing. And he also side with Tiamat, so fuck him.
Absolutely.
Yes,
I'm
actually.
really starting to vibe with this guy.
Great, okay, cool. We're tight now.
Mr. Anatoly, might I just say that your greatsword is magnificent?
It's quite great.
It's great. It is only matched by the size of my armies. And he winks at you. Speaking of armies, I do have loyal devils ready to fight for this occasion. Retake throne and all that bullshit. Give you high ground.
Of course.
But I only ask for one thing, a deal.
Yes.
That is what fiends do.
Of course.
Okay.
I wouldn't
Expect
say
nothing
of
less.
course.
What?
I wouldn't say of course just without hearing it.
I have been tasked by Asmodeus himself to defeat Tiamat and all her villains. My deal is simple. You help me defeat Tiamat, I help you defeat Tiamat.
Brilliant.
Deal is easy.
Wait.
I don't see how this is even a deal. It's just, hey, we're doing shit.
Well, we already plan on.
He has nice ass.
It's quite small.
It is like mine, very similar.
It's very flat.
Now, forgive me
I think
if I
we are
am.
true souls.
Amalia,
Forgive me if
you're
I am
embarrassing
wary.
me in front of the Archduke of Avernus.
He fixes his crown a little bit just to make sure it's
Forgive me if I am a
Properly
tad wary.
Yeah. Yes.
As we have made many a deal, and some have been not so beneficial. Do you have any hidden terms?
No terms.
No terms?
From what I hear, they're pretty straightforward.
I don't know if I believe him.
You paused. You did pause.
You took a moment. You
I
took
did
a
pause.
breath.
He
I did
paused.
pause. Listen, I will do you one better. I will let you review contract.
Perfect.
With lawyer. With devil lawyer.
Oh, I'd like my own lawyer, thank you.
Of that
Oh,
later.
yeah.
Just saying, he's the Archduke.
Very
of-
well.
We sign temporary contract then. Verbal, if you will.
Very well. And I will
Oral, if you will.
put my hand out.
Goodbye.
All right.
Sorry. There's a bug.
He's bugged.
That's a sign. I don't know if you should shake his hand.
He's bugged from Avernus. No problem. Okay, you shake.
Shake.
A
His
strong,
sword.
powerful pause.
Wait, that's the sword arm.
That's the sort of.
Oh, I forgot. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
This arm.
There we go.
Okay, deal is done. His eyes light up.
All right. I think it makes the most sense. We are planning to divide up the city as much as possible to spread the guard as thin as we possibly can. Your job? Attack from the sea. Keep them occupied, burn the harbors, burn their ships, burn everything that you can. But spare every enslaved person. Go only for the Efreet who are loyal to the Sultan.
Yes, I will check with wife. But that is a good option.
Could I just add something, Vahara? Probably use the cold as hell option as opposed to the burning.
Yes, good point. Sorry. Yes, freeze them out. Freeze them out.
I have prepared spells for this day.
Fantastic. Now, it looks
3,
like...
I think, or maybe 4.
Anyways, he's a warlock. So
Then I get very tired.
and then I have to take a nap.
I did that.
Take a nap.
Short rest.
A catnap, if you will.
Good. Then we are done here. Oriethers, it's a pleasure to meet me. And then he...
I look forward to establishing an actual means of commerce with you once this nightmare is over.
Very well then. Ta-ta! And he waves his sword arm as he steps back into the portal and closes.
I will look to the Dragon God. I think with his help, we should be able to accomplish this. We just might.
Yes, I think so. I thought that he could help, and I contacted him in advance.
Good. Good choice.
Well,
I did want to say that the hand of the Sultan did see us on the outskirts of town.
Yes, we have been spotted. We managed to eliminate all the guards, but they got away.
Thank you for the information.
how secure is this location?
Extremely. For generations we have been here.
Do you have a better way to get around than us clunking around in the streets?
Yes.
Can you get us to the outskirts of the city, perhaps underground?
We do have a network of tunnels that will help.
Fantastic.
It's also
We'll go
cooler
towards-
in here, unlike this room.
Good. We will go at once.
Clearly, this is the route we should take.
I mean, she is a solar dragon, so
Yeah.
What does that look like? Can I see your dragon form?
you will maybe later.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
Well,
Will
just point us in the right direction and we'll get right to it.
In the cool direction.
All right. She gives you some directions to get through like a sort of underground rebel network of tunnels, and you're good to go whenever you want.
Quickly now.
Indeed.
Is our friend Choof staying behind, or is he continuing with us?
Choof looks like he is preparing to
Take a long rest.
We'll take a long rest. No, he's preparing to get the city ready.
For your guidance.
Very welcome. Thank you very much
No, thank
for
you.
fighting for the city.
Indeed.
You
Thank
no,
you.
thank you.
Very much.
And thank you for never giving up hope.
And thank you for being strong.
Very welcome. We are elated that the Sultana, the true lineage, has returned finally to bring peace and prosperity to the city once more.
I'm ready.
Good. As we are too.
Right. Vahara, bringer of peace. Who would have thought?
Put an interesting ring to it.
Like that. Peace bringer. Let's
Shall
go.
we?
One last thing before you go.
Yes.
Oriezer steps forward. And at this point, the council kind of already is convened. They're off to do whatever it is they can do to prepare for this day. The city of the dead, very strong necrotic energy. And it's been sealed off by a demonic wall. Once inside, however, look for the mausoleum. There, Sultana lies.
Very well.
May Bahamut guide you.
And you as well.
And also your spirit.
Spirit of Akadi.
All right. Let's
My
go.
love, shall we?
Yes.
I hold
as-
out my arm. What?
You're right.
Yes, I'm fine.
I lean over.
Oh, John, con save.
In Elvish.
You've been through a lot and you're...
Yeah, no.
No? Okay.
Yikes, that was a terrible roll.
How do you feel?
Actually, can I take your arm?
Yes, that's fine. Oh, you're sweating.
Yeah, it's hot.
John seems
No, but you
very weak in comparison to his usual self.
No, you're warm.
Oh, it's probably just, all this fighting and hell and a fever, and it's been a long couple of days. I haven't slept well. Weeks, it seems.
I know. I kind of put my hand to see if there's anything needs healing in terms of cuts or bruises or anything. Do I sense anything to do healing hands?
John, that's...
You
Whatever...
took some damage from the... Right?
I did,
Fight?
yes.
Yeah, you do feel superficial damage.
Okay. Hold still. Clear! Oh, sorry.
Oh, I know.
Oh, sorry, I was just being silly.
No, I know.
No.
I think it popped a rib back into place. Ah.
Oh, alright.
I'm fine.
Well, you got 11
Jelly
hit points
ribs.
back.
And as they're talking...
Actually, 12.
and...
12 hit points back. Oh, wait. Can I also add my healing to that?
Yes, and Amalia has healed John. At the same time, you feel that hurdy hand shadows. And if you peek for a second, you notice from where your oath is, and previously there were some dark tendrils that were coming up your arm. Looks like they're expanding further up your arm and are darker and pulsating. But no one can see them yet behind your armor.
Alright, shall we go?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
hold
As she's looking at her arm, I put my hand on her shoulder. In Elvish, I lean over. It's good to see other people finally recognizing how amazing my niece is.
Well, anyways, right.
Oh,
And then I give you a little ruffle in the hair and go, ouch!
not again! Cut.
I warned you about that.
I'm a bit forgetful now.
Inspiration.
Thanks, Ed.
You lead the way, Vahera.
Let's go.
You know what I think? When we retire, we should retire in Icewind.
Oh,
In the north.
oh, that sounds glorious.
Let's
I've
do
heard
that.
it's just a lot of mining towns up there.
That is
Listen, I'm
true.
about to stick my face in the snow. Just do some ice skating. That sounds nice.
Okay. Ready to head into the tunnels then?
Yes.
I'll run over to the tunnel. I was probably in the background, like helping people out, do whatever. I'll just
Okay, there's
busy.
some strategy meetings.
Yes, great. I'm just.
And you're very
around.
strategic and know how-y.
I've kind of looked at a map
Know
of the city
how
with
we-
the
Oh yeah,
dragon.
you know in and out. You can give some
Yeah.
ideas of where would be best ways to assault. And
Do you have a map up?
I do not, but I can maybe put one up. Of City of Brass.
So I'm basically pointing to a couple different specific districts: the Iskalatna Cinder Sweeps, the markets and the slave marches and the arches, and the Forge of Manacles. Different places where I want people to start a ruckus.
And there's some figures, right? Some like carved figures, carved of obsidian. You can move them around and kind of. And the Sitting Council is, looking eagerly.
It's a
for your
war
input.
map.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
It shall be done.
Fantastic. All right, we must waste no time. Let's go.
Yes, let's go.
I'll grab John by the arm and follow you.
I'll follow
Fine,
behind
I'm
you.
fine. I
right.
sort of shrug her off.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
The tunnels are long but cool. Not like the tunnels you were in before. They had tons of undead and all that. These are
Those are
just
the best tunnels.
These are just have been taken care of by the rebels. So you're walk.
It's only 90 in here. This is great.
It's half the temperatures
Anybody
outside.
need some sunscreen? I'll just like.
And you do eventually make it to it like winds in and out, and you have no, because the city is like 40 miles long, so you've certainly walked at least a few miles until you and there's other ways that zigzag across, but you're given some directions, pretty easy to follow, and you ended up getting to a flight of stairs that reach up.
Okay, I will take them.
Okay. As you open it, you can put your hand on the invisible wall before. It shines with radiant energy and dissolves. And in front of you, you're literally on the outskirts of the city. In front of you is the City of the Dead. But you can't really see into it because it looks like the Sultan has erected these like demon gates. Like the whole thing around it, it's just... Well, everyone give me, I guess, Arcana or Religion.
I have none of this.
14.
Okay. Okay. Anybody that have...
4.
Okay, that's not going to work.
21.
21, okay.
23.
Okay. Okay, so you too.
All that time in the temple.
That's actually true. So you sense in these gates has been trapped like a pure essence of evil, right? So there are demons that have been put in here to try to keep out the undead. Well, the perished dead have turned undead in there. That's the energy you're getting, right, from here. And as you look with your angelic eyes, let's say, you see inside the gates, there are massive, like, horned heads of demons, like, trapped within here.
Stop.
This is insidious.
They are kind of grotesque looking, but I mean, wicked.
Inside the walls, there are heads of demons.
Well,
I
that's
read
just
about
gross.
these growing up.
Yes, trying to keep the dead out. Evidently, the dead aren't too happy about being dead.
Well, that's understandable.
Well, considering they were all worked to death.
I
I
imagine
would.
they have a few grudges.
Yes.
I would venture that perhaps Vahera and I should go first.
Yes.
Okay. Again, step forward. Okay, as you step forward.
I'd like.
Oh no!
Oh, sorry.
As you begin to step forward, there's a wicked long tongue that comes out, and it's almost like cut in half, and like reaches towards you, and then kind of comes back in just a split second.
Absolutely not.
Stop.
How are we going to get through
Is
this?
I would like to. Is there anything around me like rocks, twigs?
Oh sure, yeah. There's lots of those trees they're just desiccated trees.
I'd like to rip a twig off,
crunch it
kind of
easily, yeah.
branch, and I'm gonna throw it.
Okay.
See what happens.
The tree was lifeless, and the branch just goes and hits and blink and just falls to the ground.
I'm gonna use my
I'm gonna pick up a
visor.
rock and plug one of those demons right in the head.
Okay, you can't see them. Only Amalia can see them.
Oh, no.
So, anyways, I started blasting.
No.
So,
Hold on.
I'm going to use my visor and try to identify.
The visor doesn't
After
work
the
for
tongue.
supernatural beings.
Okay.
Yeah,
It might
sorry.
only sense light.
That's fine. I just saw tongue shoot out and I'm like, oh, living creature, maybe?
And sometimes, and like you hear some like groaning of like undead from somewhere near behind the wall, and it's almost being eaten.
I have a wild thought. Okay, I have something really wild. Okay, I sit down. I go through the bag of holding. One of the three. The carry-on.
Just weapons.
This is overweight. It's fine. Don't weigh it. I'm gonna dig through and find. I still have. I would have used these already. I still have stone giant remains from
Okay.
about 100 years ago.
Oh,
And so I'm
Like good
gonna
old days.
plug your noses. I'm gonna take just like a wad of thigh, I guess. of the
sure.
stone
Okay.
giant.
Wow, it's very deteriorated. It's very rank.
I mean, this is months
It's like
old.
old flesh, and it's like decaying.
Hold on. It might sense life. Go! And I
You
toss it. I toss it to
It's
see if the
pretty
tongue
heavy
starts to.
meat. Give me a strength roll.
Watch me. 14.
Okay. You throw it, and
does the
sometimes,
guidance still work that Basil gave me earlier?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, hell yeah. 18.
Well,
I'll do it again.
Thanks.
You got it, Wall. You're so strong.
It swallows it, and you hear a demonic more.
Wait,
Okay.
did Raswar get caught in the gate?
More.
Oh. More.
It's hungry for flesh.
Well,
Anyways, that's all the giant remains I have, I promise.
From where we're at, can we see any kind of gate control or anything like that at the door?
No, it looks like it's been completely sealed off on purpose so nothing could ever get in again.
all right, everyone come close. Now's the time. I'm gonna bring everyone in
Okay.
and cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay.
Ooh.
And we're going to try to...
It gives everybody plus 10 to stealth.
I need that.
Yes.
Okay.
Veil of Shadows and Silence radiates from you, masking your companions from detection. Each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, including you, has a plus 10 bonus to dexterity stealth checks and can't be tracked except by magical means, and leaves no traces behind.
Okay, so Amalia, you see that the walls, with your angelic, basically sensories, right? That the walls are, you could pass through them, but there are, so these demons are in there, but there are places where you can get through when they're not there, if that makes sense.
Kind of squeeze between them, essentially.
Yes.
There are spots so we could go through undetected.
Good.
Well,
Well,
depends what you roll.
hypothetically speaking.
All right.
Let me lead.
Okay, if you lead, I'll give everyone an advantage.
Okay.
So everybody do the mamba.
Okay.
Okay, so I sought to kind of make my way tiptoeing.
As you see, so the demons in this wall are just like writhing around and just looking for food and are basically almost blind, it seems like, unless they're sort of smelling or trying to detect something.
Blind.
They're just
Okay.
going for living flesh.
Great.
You're going to try to stealth through? Is that the final answer? Okay, so everyone give me a stealth
I'd
roll.
like to. Yes.
30.
Wait, plus so stealth.
Also 30.
Okay.
23.
And everyone did advantage
Plus
because you're
10?
leading them, and also plus 10, right?
Plus.
So
Could not
34.
possibly score higher
34,
than that.
okay.
Wait,
I could
24.
only score one higher.
That's with a plus 10?
Yes.
Okay.
31.
31. All right.
We are very stealthy.
You're holding on to Amalia. She's
Yeah,
like, her
I was
eyes are just
Yeah, we're
completely like
we're
open,
just
kind of burning with
pulling
radiant
shoulders.
energy, right? As she goes through and can lead the way. And all you see is you rolled a 24, right?
Yes.
Sometimes you get almost licked. It just tongues around you, lashing at other kind of body parts. But you make it through with everybody.
You are simply radiant, my dear.
Well done, Amalia.
Thank you. And it's like.
That was gross.
Quickly now to the mausoleum.
Okay, fully with that easy because this city of the dead is pretty enormous. Beyond the demon gates here, there is a darkened wilderness, overgrown, almost jungle-like. But once must have been some kind of fantastic like hanging garden. But now it's all sort of like decayed. There's water, but it's all stank. estancada. I can't think. Like
Stagnant.
putrid, stagnant. Thank you.
Stank.
Stank. And in the middle, though, there's what was probably once an ornate mausoleum that has been like overgrown and deteriorated. It's surrounded by a very murky lake. And all the way at the end, at the far end here, is in actually quite good condition. Looks like it's overgrown then. The head of what looks like a solid jade statue. I mean, given the size of the head, you can probably assume it's like maybe 100 feet tall, if not larger. And it almost stares ardently into the city of brass. So inside, you said you have like divine sense, Amalia?
Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah,
you can tell that in here...
divine sense? I don't know if I had that. No.
Okay. All right, just give me some
Quick
perception.
dip into paladin.
Oh, no, Basil, your perception... okay, you can see things. Very well. Basil's on the vanguard.
Climb
Inside...
the tallest rock that I can.
There is nothing... like throughout this jungle, there's undead everywhere. Just roaming around.
Great
Do they
news.
try to interact with us at all? Do they notice us?
They do not notice you.
Okay. I'm gonna start moving towards the mausoleum, and as I do, I'm looking at the Colossus going, that must be the Jade Colossus.
I'd say.
Our son dragon friend mentioned.
That one's pretty obvious.
And that's where we must go.
What horrors await us along the way? That is the question.
Well, these people died in horrific ways, but we are here to help them.
Indeed.
So you're just going to go straight through them?
Yeah.
Could I, as we're walking, pick up like a stone or something off of the ground?
Yeah, of
and I'm
course.
going to just kind of turn it in my hand as I infuse it.
It's covered in ash and strange goos.
Great. Love
Ew.
that. And infuse it with like the stink of death, basically.
Okay,
So it emits the
interesting.
odor of that to maybe cover up as we pass.
You have infused stink of death?
It can be any smell, really.
What? That's amazing.
brilliant.
Oh, wow.
Good.
Go,
Are you kidding? That's amazing. You should apologize. That's too good.
Mixed with our
Sorry,
sweaty
it
smells.
smells so bad.
Are you kidding me? Okay.
How
like
far
the
are we
infusing,
from
tinkering,
the
magic
mausoleum?
We should have rubbed that giant leg all over us. Basically what we're doing.
About half a mile, you move half speed through this kind of overgrown, like just deteriorating, decaying jungle. And there's undead roaming everywhere.
So how long is it going to take? Like an hour?
I would say about, yes.
Did I ever tell you that I
How
had
much
my...
time I would lose?
Did I ever tell you that I had my first kiss in a graveyard?
No, what's
That's
her name?
a red flag. That's a red flag.
I genuinely can't remember.
Also, another red flag.
Terrible.
2 out of 3. That's not good, John.
Really?
Yeah, it was romantic.
Oh, how old were you?
I don't know, 16?
Oh, that's another one.
Too young, too old.
Too old.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, Bahara, what was your first kiss?
Akadi the 5th.
Oh,
It doesn't exist in Faerun.
Red flag!
Basil? I'm gonna ask everybody now. Or we're watching.
Did you
Was it
kiss that
Aiden?
little dragon boy?
Oh my god, was Aiden your first kiss?
Oh my god, no.
Oh my god!
Was it?
Oh my god, was it?
I don't know.
He doesn't tell.
He's not green anymore, though. He's
But
just...
he's also not a very good liar.
Oh.
Wait, did you end up kissing Darren, the other boy in the town?
Listen!
It was a sultry night.
Die!
We finally met a good
we're gonna
influence on
die.
you.
Wait. Let's ask the old man, any Alice.
Okay, you're
When
like
was your
what,
first
300
kiss?
years old?
Oh, yeah, he's
How
been
many kisses
around.
have you
He's
had?
been around.
not that many with different people.
Okay, who was your first kiss like 300
First
years
one.
ago?
Well, I'm only 200 something,
Oh, 200,
so, you
yes.
know, not that old, jeez. Young'uns. That was about 150 years ago.
So you were 50.
Wow.
I mean, by your standards, that's like being 20.
Oh, that's true.
Fair.
That's
fair.
Okay, who was it?
Who was it?
Oh, no, that you're not gonna know.
Another dragon, probably.
Damn.
Amalia?
Well, it's a very silly story. So, one time when I must have been, I don't know, like 15, 16 years old. So at the temple, we were doing the winter solstice celebration. And so we had a winter solstice pageant play performance. Anyways, this account of my first kiss was on stage. Anyways, it was an interfaith, like all faiths.
Your first kiss was in a church. And it wasn't even real. It was a stage kiss.
I was.
Oh my God! Thank God I came along.
No, I played Mary Bahamut. I was the lead.
M-E-R-R-Y.
Mari Bahamut.
You don't need to continue telling the story. It's just embarrassing us.
I want you guys to know about
Oh no, I'm joking. Love.
each other. Anyways, that was my. Anyways, his name was Big.
Was he bald?
No, but he was.
Bald point then.
He was.
Okay.
He was quite ultra round. He had a stick grip.
Big head.
Okay.
Anyways, I'm done now.
What about his stick? I thought you said it was her first kiss.
Wow. That's an intense play.
Anyways, it was a great play.
So glad to hear that for you.
Yeah, Bahara could have been in it, but
As you're laughing, being
I was too busy learning
doing crime.
learning how to
Crime.
actually rob somebody in 3 Card Monty.
It's fine. It was a good show, though.
Yeah.
We tapped.
Sorry, I missed it.
It's all right.
Really, so
I
very,
could reenact
very
it right
sorry.
now.
Please
Oh,
don't.
God.
It ends with a tap number, so.
Please.
Well, you do
don't.
have an audience because the undead started hoarding around you.
Oh my god. Amalia, shut it.
Listen, this is the end. This is the end of Act 2.
Amalia?
Let's be honest. Amalia
when bad
probably
stuff
attracts the undead. Or repels
Actually,
them. I'm
that's
not
fair.
sure
At
which.
this point, they have encircled. You can no longer move forward.
So I look towards the nearest undead.
Okay, it's like a wraith. It's like kind of like just looming there. Deception, John.
God.
At advantage for a reason I'm not going to.
No. You don't have to give me
Guidance.
advantage.
Is that
I can
the
roll it
advantage?
again because I can use a sorcery point to do that.
That's fine, but I failed to mention the reason why. I'm not going to mention it, but keep watching and maybe you'll find out.
They're both terrible rolls.
Guidance.
Guidance, here, guidance. Here you go, roll a d4.
I shamble into you.
I need a 10, DC 10.
That's a 20.
Okay, John, you make undead movement/interactions. What do? You're moving forward towards them. And for some reason, to you all, it looks very corny, and it's clear that anybody with a sense would know that he is not and looks pretty alive. He marches in with the undead and almost becomes one of them.
He's a much better actor than I know.
I'm telling you, Big doesn't hold a candle.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna start to sort of move. I'm gonna start to sort of rub against the other undead and sort of start to be like the line leader.
You become. They start doing.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
All right, you lead them away with your Pied Piper undead shenanigans. And then off on a hilltop, you see them all doing Thriller. And
Wow.
We keep marching towards the mausoleum.
and yeah, you could eventually leave them if you want. It's hard. They want you to come to their party tonight. And you're busy. People ask you for your scry number.
No, that's when you go.
Yeah. They have a work thing tomorrow they want you to be part of. It's a whole
Like a
thing.
potluck later.
They're like, can you get on the Slack call? It's a whole thing. So, okay, John leads them out successfully, and you make it to.
Wow, John! You're such a good actor.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Very good.
Love you.
Oh my gosh, we should do the the winter solstice pageant
We can
again.
do it right now, baby.
Nice.
Wow.
Guys, really, another time and place.
Okay. You are at the boundary, so as I mentioned, the mausoleum is right in front of you. It's quite, you assume it would have been at one point very impressive. But there's, again, a murky lake. It's about 100 feet wide around it. All that's left, one way in, is a very rickety, it's a stone bridge, but it's basically falling apart. And there's not much left to it. You could, however, pass over it, being careful if you wanted to. The murky water bubbles weirdly around.
Ooh.
Perhaps you
Well, it is
should
hot.
let me.
It could be boiling.
Perhaps you should let me go first.
Yes, you're good with traps.
So this is a rickety bridge?
Rickety is not wood,
Like the
but
stone
it's stone,
bridge
but it's like falling apart,
crumbly,
deteriorated.
yeah.
It's only, sometimes there's like maybe one step left on like a pedestal. Yeah.
I'm going to start navigating my way across the bridge very, very carefully.
Yeah.
All right,
Hand her the end of the rope of climbing.
Great. Athletics or acrobatics at advantage, please.
Do acrobatics. 26.
Okay. You are lithe and quick, and you can't really be stopped by silly things like holes. Because you're
Holes are no match for me!
you're a high-level rogue, and you're Vahera, the ultimate Sultan to be, maybe. And you're good. You dexterously make your way through till about halfway when you go to make your next jump, and a slimy hand grabs your leg and shoves you down. At the same time, you see sort of ghoulish merfolk appear above the water and begin slinging tridents and water spells at you all. So what do you do?
I'm going to. I have one of my feet grabbed. I'm going to use the other
Yes.
foot to kick at whatever's
Okay, you
got
make
me.
it loose, yes.
Okay, and I'm going to sprint.
Okay, you can make it. The rest of you? So they're slinging like waters. Right now, they're getting ready to shoot, like throwing tridents.
How long is the bridge?
100 feet wide.
Okay, I'm
100
gonna...
feet wide or 100 feet long?
100 feet long. Oh, I see. 100 feet long, yeah. Yes.
I got something. So as I see kind of Vahera being grabbed and she kicks it off and
Yeah.
runs, I'd like to take out of my bag really quickly the rest of the dust that I had and grab like a little bit of water out of my canteen.
Okay. Quickly, as they're prepping their spells.
And with my hands, like dig my hands into the dirt.
Okay. Okay, gross rotting dirt.
Gross rotting dirt. And I
lovely.
saw it, so you kind of see the water start to kind of bubble, and so I was like, try to control the water.
Oh, you can do that?
I have control water.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna start to kind of redirect
Nice.
the flow. So wherever the bridge is, I want to push the water the opposite direction.
Okay, there's not really a flow underneath the bridge, but I'll let you do either one side of the bridge or the other, like one, the left side on the bridge of the lake or the right side.
Okay, I changed my mind. The side that Vahera, whatever side the merfolk,
There's merfolk on both sides bubbling.
the one that tried to, the one that was going towards Vahera.
Okay.
I'm gonna do. I realize, oh, that's stupid. I'm gonna do whirlpool instead. So I'm
Okay, you
supposed to
and
make a
Royal and
swirl.
this merfolk go up, and they're beginning to try to
It's
toss
supposed to
their.
kind of, and so my hand is in the dirt
tridents are
and
just
it's kind of mixing the dirt.
They get sucked into this whirlpool. You just see a bunch of undead, ghoulish merfolks just, I don't know, having like a.
Like spinning, kind of like in a
yeah, it's
toilet,
almost
kinda.
like a water park for them.
Yeah, so I'm just,
Like a
but you're
swirl.
seeing, I'm mimicking the what I'm doing in the dirt, basically.
Okay, all right.
That's my wife!
The other side is still aggressive. Fair, you made it across, but not them. John.
I'll
Basil,
run up to
anyone
the
else?
water's edge,
Okay.
and is there one of them by the water's edge?
Yeah, you can probably find one by the
Possibly.
water's edge. Yeah.
I want to punch one with some extra zip zap lightning in the
Okay.
water, but
Okay.
down in the water to light it up.
Oh, that's smart. Okay.
Light it up.
All right. What kind of electric? You just have like your electric punch.
I'm gonna use the lightning feature of the gauntlet.
Oh, got it. So
it's-
as you punch in the water and you hit this ghoul straight in the face, it's just buckles in.
Sure.
And it's just you hear flesh. It's not, there's no bone. It's just flesh go. As you do, you hit into the water through its face. You just have a face in your
Great.
like half
Around my arm,
Yeah, it's just a head.
A bracelet.
a head bracelet. And as you hit in the water for a second, just and then and shoots off throughout the whole water, and just get zapped. So you have time to run through both sides.
Perfect. Let's go.
Okay, I'll run right after
Okay.
Basil.
You are hurried and you have concentration, so I'll need you to give me athletics or acrobatics because the
Yeah, exactly.
stone bridge is rickety.
I'm trying to keep the
I take my time.
athletics or acrobatics.
Oh, okay.
I take
Everyone's
my
sort of like running, like hurriedly, or just like.
That's an 8.
Okay.
John.
But I'm still there first.
Okay.
14.
Okay. You're good. Oh, you're there.
10.
10? Okay, that's fine. So you're moving in slow motion. As you do that, you see the rest of you, it looks like anyone else is really far behind, like you haven't even started moving yet. But you see John is like slipped on some algae and is about to fall in front of you, but he's going really slowly. He's like,
So I grab him on my way by and just throw him over my shoulder.
and then, yeah, exactly. And it's weird. Yeah, suddenly you felt yourself like going into the water, but then you're on anyone else's back.
Watch your step.
You're my hero.
Okay, and you all make it to the end you get close enough, and Amalia, you feel like a little bit of radiant energy coming from this, and the undead ghouls, merfolk, the ones that are still alive anyway, recede back into the water.
Great, I kind of stop the whirlpool.
Okay.
Okay, well, it feels
Somewhat safe.
safer
Yeah.
over in this direction.
I'm going to walk up to the door of the mausoleum. Is there a handle on it?
No, it's just not clean stone, but there's nothing on it.
Okay.
Just one.
Or is there? I reach into my bag and I pull out the lantern.
Well, that's weird. I thought you lost that.
No, there was a force
No,
of
I'm pretty sure the
divine,
DM gave it back to
divine
us.
intervention.
Okay. There is.
So I hold up the lantern.
All right, as you go up, it reveals text slowly but
This is
surely
the
from top
best
to
item,
bottom.
I'm telling you.
It's broken.
Is it?
Don't give it to your players. All right, and it is written. It is burning letters. It's written in Ignan.
I'm gonna read it.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Here there.
Here you go, here, if you want to read it. Wait, that's okay. Everyone can read it, but that's okay. You can read out loud. Can you see it there?
I'll just
Yeah.
hold
Okay.
up the lantern for you to kind
Okay.
of see.
Speak enemy and enter.
Yeah.
It's hard to make it out, but it says, "Turn back, thee of no faith, for I do command it. Faithful was I to our city, faithful am I even unto my death, and forever will mine and the followers of the true lineage wage war against usurpers and sinners who have turned their back upon us. Let any who enters this place bearing ill will of my faith be set to the four winds, as if pulled by teams of thundering horses. Let them be struck blind and deafened by its resounding within their skull. Let those who strike with pure radiance pass beyond these portals." I
The
will.
letters go away in a puff.
Hope nobody else had to read that.
I'm going to hand the lantern back to Amalia, and then I'm going to walk up to the door. I'm going to kind of rub my hands together, and as I'm doing that, I'm going to summon flame in each one.
Okay.
And I'm going to put my hands on the door.
All right. Put your hands on the door, and nothing happens for a minute, and then you hear as the doors, like a slit appears magically from top to bottom and begins to open. And it's dark inside.
Good job. Peacebringer.
What can I see inside?
It's dark inside.
But I'm holding the
I'm an elf.
lantern.
Who can see magical darkness?
Oh, magical
everyone?
darkness.
Okay.
Like, what do you... Like dark vision?
No.
Oh,
it's different.
magical darkness? No,
Yes.
yeah, I got it.
Oh, no one has magical,
Magical
darkness?
I'm
darkness
holding
now.
up the lantern.
Not many, I think, like warlocks get it, right? And what else?
No, I
True
think-
sight would give it to,
Oh, true sight, yeah.
which I
Okay.
would have if I were still a dragon.
Okay.
Hit name.
You look inside, and it's, again, dark, and it looks like it's chamber, but has not seen any light, and it looks like it decayed like everything else on the outside. It's like a rotunda almost, but it looks very decayed. Like there's some trees there maybe, and a fountain, but it's all very decayed.
I'm going to kind of keep some fire in my hand.
Okay.
Summon flame as I'm walking into the mausoleum.
Okay. As Hera walks in, the whole thing suddenly springs to life, as if it almost looks like there's a sun that just went over some kind of hidden or false horizon, and the air and life fills in here, in the whole room, bringing to life. And John, you probably know this is some kind of temporal stasis was cast on this area.
Okay.
Temporal stasis.
Well, maybe you recognize it too, anything else.
That is
Meaning?
ancient magic.
It's been
What does it
locked
mean?
in time
Indeed.
Until
until somebody showed up.
the true heir. No?
Yes.
What else do we see in the mausoleum now that it's lit? Is there a...
Yeah, this is just an entry foyer almost. There's a huge fountain in the center, and what you can only imagine is, and the rest of you see this plain as day, there's a statue, right, that goes over the fountain, and it's like a almost 15 or 20 foot tall efreet woman, and she looks remarkably, strikingly like Vahera, like facial features.
Grandmother, perhaps.
No. That must be her.
Are there any plaques or anything around?
You look around? Okay.
I'd like to look at the base of the
Sure.
statue.
The statue itself is made of just solid gold.
Nice.
And it's all bejeweled. It's beautiful. The fountain is surrounded by a colonnade, 30 foot tall, roughly, with palm trees with golden boughs. It's really beautiful in here. And they have like platinum fronds of fruits. And the fruits are like as big as like your fists, and they're all like jewels, basically. And the fountain itself, Amalia, to you, looks like it's imbued like holy or radiant.
Oh,
Like healing almost.
I'm gonna put my.
Wait.
It's fine.
It's
Watch.
been...
I'm gonna put my hand in the water.
Okay. There's a trembling as if like it's activating after a long, long time, right? And
Wake up.
You take a breath of relief as you're cured for all your wounds.
Like a long rest.
Sure.
Like
Yes,
spell
like a
slots?
long rest. Like a long
Wow,
rest. Yeah.
wow! Everybody, dip your hands in.
Yeah.
Really?
I will also wander over to the fountain and kind
Everyone,
of try
this
my
is
hands.
too easy.
Take the healing draw and stick my hand in.
You stick your hand in?
Sure. I do as well.
All right. You all get a long rest. However, after just a few moments, you're overcome with some kind of melancholic sadness. For the next hour, you have minus 1d4 on all your attack rolls, skill checks, and saving throws.
Minus 1, D4. Sorry, one more time, DM.
To all your attack rolls, skill check, everything basically you do.
Okay. Oh,
And
It's
saves.
not. What?
And saves.
Yes, everything.
Yeah, okay.
it seems like
Just a sadness.
the city is very sad.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
It's dying. I would be sad too.
Okay. On.
Just
feel
like
much
on the
different.
Oh,
statue. Yeah.
Okay,
just
the general
in
area?
In the
Okay.
general area.
You see with your magic, there's definitely magic, strong magic emanating, like strong Efreet magic emanating from this area. But what you also notice is there's two doors on the left and right, sort of going to other wings of the mausoleum, and they are enchanted by arcane locks. You can open them.
Well, Vahera,
Yes.
it looks like we're going to need a bit of your arcane trickery to open up some of these doors. If we want to
Fantastic.
continue along.
All right, I'm going to walk up to the doors.
Which one, east or west?
Which way did we come in facing? North?
North.
Okay. So right or left?
Okay.
Right.
So east.
Right? Yeah, east. Okay.
East.
Okay. All right. How do you want to unlock this lock?
Does it have a visible opening that can be picked?
Yes, but well, how about this? Because it is arcane, if you want to use your mage hand,
Okay, so
you can
I'm
have
going
mage hand
to
while you do it.
summon Mage Hand and
Okay.
use Mage Hand to pick the lock.
Okay, so go ahead because you have mage hand legendarium. You can do roll your sleight of hand at advantage.
Okay. So 32.
Okay, why don't we even have to roll
So
anything?
31 minus the d4.
All right, the hand gets in there and expectedly when you're and you can't see the arcane lock, just the hand code and John. He has arcane eyes. And then the door
Look with your special eyes.
opens up, yeah.
These angels.
Okay, the east corridor is open again. It springs to life as you get in.
Before we go deep into this mausoleum, is there any sort of indication on like the statue or in this room around that might be pointing to like the direction we're supposed to go in? Cool.
No, nothing you notice.
Okay.
Maybe we shouldn't put our hands on more things. That might have.
I mean, there's really
That's
expensive golden fruit.
That sounds like Put your hand down.
It's made of gems. Yeah.
I will head into the doorway I've just opened.
We have more money and
Indeed.
gold than we could ever possibly.
Are you all going together to this room, the east room?
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't think we should split up.
Okay.
Agreed.
You enter. It's a domed room. It's perfectly polished silver. It doesn't appear to have any openings other than the one you're in with here. The walls and ceiling, though, as you begin to look around, have a mirror-like effect. It's very disorienting. So anybody give me a wisdom saving throw. As you look up and down, it just
Minus D4.
It looks distorted, right? There's multiple images of everybody. It goes back and forth infinitely upon one another.
17 Amalia.
17.
I was going to wait in the
Okay.
doorway, but never mind.
5,
12.
12.
Which save is it?
Wisdom.
Oh, sorry, that's a 4 with the other -1.
Nice.
Great.
So that's a 6 with the negative.
Okay, so only the 17s. If you do not, DC 16. But okay, so the rest of you are completely disoriented and can't make heads or tails. You almost feel you can't even be in this room.
Hey,
He's
you're
going to reach
it's
out for the
nauseating.
doorway since
You're right.
Amalia, where are you?
trying
Yeah.
to
Right
be
here,
the
right
last
here.
one.
Where are you,
Yeah, you can make it
Amalia?
out if you reach your way out.
Basil?
Don't
Yes.
touch me. Where are you, Amalia?
I'm right here.
Oh, you see, you look around. It's like your eyes are just this infinite like reflection.
Basil and John and Alice, close your eyes.
Close your eyes now.
Close your eyes.
I made it out of the room just by being close to the
Okay,
door
yeah,
and
and
feeling
close enough
around.
until his way
Okay.
out.
Here, grab Basil's hand. John, I'm gonna grab your hand.
Come on,
We should just
Basil,
push
come
them
on.
out.
And we'll.
And the rest of you you either use your innate powers or just are able to kind of like get around it.
Yeah, I'd like to
in your
kinda-
own way.
And just kind of get through the room.
Okay, you taking them further in?
Do you want to?
No, I'm taking him out.
Oh, okay. I'll follow over here. I'll take John's hand and follow.
Okay,
Take them out.
you two want to stay in? And
Yes,
investigate?
I would like to go in and
Okay.
Stay here.
stay here.
All right, whatever your innate powers are helping you get through this, and you go inside and give me an investigation check, both of you.
With the -4.
You have minus 1d4, yes.
Are we able to see them?
You can see them, yeah, but it's hard for. It's like almost like a magical imprint in your mind. It's very hard to look in there.
Ouch.
16.
Oh, okay, that's funny.
It's like 4.
You see a. That's good. There's only 2 of you in there. There's a small bowl-shaped depression in the center of the silver floor. It's almost like it's an aqueduct system that's supposed to receive water.
Okay, I'm going to kind of bend down. You know, we talked about these kind of aqueducts growing up. The temples. Sister Nora had a fascination with the beginnings of this type of civilization anyways. I'm going to kind of reach out and put my hand on it. Mm-hmm. I'm going to get out of my bag, as I keep kind of one hand there, my like kind of water skin jug.
Sure, okay.
And I'm going to drop a little bit of water into it.
Well, as you already put your hand down on it, you feel a similar energy to. It's like residue of the water that you touched earlier from the fountain. Mm-hmm. So when you pour the water in from your sack, it just goes in and dribbles in, and nothing seems to happen.
Can you
How's
go
it
get-
going?
Fine. And Alice, can you give me a... Well, no, no, you don't come back in here. Bahara, can you go get me a little... And I'll kind of pull out a little vial. Get me some water from the fountain.
I will go back, grab water from the fountain, and bring it in.
Okay.
Splash.
All right.
Thank you.
Splash. Splash.
Kind of have it and then kind of hold my hand up a little far and kind of
Boom! Yeah, that's-
drop it.
All right, trickles in, and then it begins to swirl around. You hear swirling. And then the room, you can all kind of more or less see in here. The room goes dark and then light again. You no longer see that reflection, so you can all see in here.
You can come on in. It's fine.
Are you sure? That gave me a absolutely heinous headache.
I'm sorry.
It was a bit
I'm
nasty.
going in.
And as you all come in, a vision begins to appear, reflecting on the walls. It almost is your own, each individual's thoughts being manifest there. Whatever that is, it's up to you. But it shifts quite quickly to what is probably the memories of the former Sultana and the sadness and melancholy that kind of permeates the whole place. And you see almost images, almost like a flip book of the Sultana, peacefully ruling for countless years. And yet despite this, it turns dark as you see some scenes of Efreet nobility who detest this peace and want nothing but power and control of their fellow citizens. And then you see a time of difficulties that begins to arise in the city, and a dark cloud overtakes the city. And then you see a usurper who leads a rebellion against the Sultana directly, And this usurper looks powerful. It's just like a silhouette, right? But behind it is a strange, ominous, almost a burning shadow. And you see it an assault onto City of Brass. And then this figure claims to be a god over the Efreets, bringing about these wicked, selfish laws. And in finality, you see the Sultana struck by a deadly blow. And she can only stare on as City of Brass is sacked into ruins. And that's what we're going to call this episode.
Oh no!
Dang.
Thank you for watching.
What?
The
No, I
Final
was
Ember.
in that. We hit pause on the flip book.
We'll be back next time and see what happens to our heroes.
All right, well, if you like what you saw, please remember to smite that like button. Ring that notification bell, subscribe, leave us a comment.
Thank you, promoter Amalia.
Yeah, what you liked, reach out on the internet, social media. We're happy to hear from you guys.
We really
We're
appreciate
everywhere. We're here, we're there, we're everywhere.
Thank you, John Lasso. Thank you for watching. Oh, this has been good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you next
next
time.
time.
Next time.